Monoclon, and we'll dig into that. We'll continue the draft over here for everybody else. Serenity, we'll go ahead and grab the Mirana off the board. First pick. Mirana has been incredibly successful in both like that kind of semi-carry carry role from many teams. She's just so flexible right now.
Okay, I
in a
got
great
it.
position, very well balanced.
The detective has his report in hand. The guy with the 3 icons is GGG, even though that makes no sense. Then the second, the Z, is ZYD, which actually makes sense. DotA is XCJ. And then of course we have Sunshine, which we had earlier, and PYW is going to be Neil.
Neil.
Got him.
Okay. That's like the silliest one of all of them. PYW is just Neil.
I don't know. I can't get behind that. Okay.
And his name was just Tom.
Yeah, or something like Otto. You know, to make it really awkward. Okay, so we have a Wyvern very early on Mirana, so basically exactly what we saw. Now, interestingly enough, if Serenity, and they didn't play a match when they saw Happy Guys play, very likely, so they know that, you know, giving away the Mirana to Tomato is perhaps not a good idea, so instead they pick it. And Mirana Bane, yeah, that's an old school combo if I've ever seen one.
Old school combo plus just the Bane in its own right is going to be able to pair up and kind of bring to the table what Ogre's trying to do in the laning phase. Both just kind of bullies, they'll secure their lanes. Wyvern Ogre though, that's a lot of laning phase power.
Yeah, and it's just one of those 2 picks. You pick them, you feel good about yourself. There is very little that you give away. There is, you know, a lot of flexibility. Your lanes are strong. You can pick basically anything with them. Now the question becomes, okay, what's Serenity going to focus on? How do they want to structure their course around? Because Mirana, once again, is very flexible. You can play her in a lot of ways. You can sacrifice her a bit. And against the Wyvern and Ogre, she should not necessarily die if there is no like really strong lane carry in the same lane. And whenever we see Bane Mirana on the map, like there's always kill potential. So yeah, it's a good pick.
10 seconds remaining.
And obviously having the Ogre for Happy Guys means that if they want to, they can always go into that hyper carry type of lineup. Just bloodlust your hyper carry. He can do so much more than he otherwise would be able to. Alchemist banned out by Serenity. Happy Guys gonna think about this for a sec before they go ahead and take their next ban off the board.
Okay, they
but
definitely
really,
watched
like
the
you
game.
said, I mean, you can just go a million directions with this one.
They definitely watched the game, honestly. Like Illidan was just owning people on the Elk. He was the hyper carry in that game, even though obviously like Tomato played his heart out. In the end, it was just incredible how much money Illidan had. And I mean, so far Happy Guys really taking their time here. It's interesting to see anyway to pick up your both supports in a verse 2. It doesn't feel like there's a carry right now that really needs to be picked up ASAP with 0 counterplay.
Safe draw ban.
Yeah, that's a good one. You don't want to enable Mirana Bane. That's just not a good idea.
Not a good idea. I mean, that's just one of the classic ways to take Mirana over the top. Like, yeah, Mirana can carry, but with a drow, like it's kind of a done deal that you're gonna have a lot of damage coming out of this hero. Centaur picked up 3rd pick by Happy Guys. This is a beefy lineup right here.
It really is. And the only guy who is not beefy, he has a Cold Embrace. So right now, this looks like, yeah, come at us, and you can arrow us, and you can sleep us, and you can ult us, and you can brainstorm us, whatever. We don't really care, because we're just gonna stay there, and we're gonna outlast you, no problemo. So yeah, let's see what Serenity picks up. I wouldn't mind something really that can like ramp, but the Necrophos is banned out, so it's a bit of a tough call right now. What you really want to do? They might go back to the Leshrac, even though obviously Centaur is like a natural pipe carrier, and the Ogre just does have quite some HP. Like right now, there is not a lot of anything against magical damage on the side of the Happy Guys.
And we do see lanes kind of starting to formulate here. As you imagine, we have Wyvern along with the Centaur in that off lane, assuming that Ogre will go up into that safe lane with whichever carry they pick up. So it does give Serenity a little bit more knowledge as they start to put together their draft here.
Yeah, the more I think about this, actually, the more I like the and anything that already combos with a Bane, because eventually you can move the Bane off of the lane of the Mirana, you can run around, you can set up something else, especially for Leshrac, you can just, obviously sleep into Split Earth. It does make you a bit squishy, and against the Centaur, who does have surprising, I mean, not really surprising, but obviously has high burst potential. Even the Ogre and Wyvern don't really have it. You can combo someone down quite easily if you get a good start, and whenever there's a +1, you kind of have a kill in your hands there. So yeah, I'm not sure if I like the Leshrac in itself too much if I don't see anything else that can kind of really make sure that he survives for a bit.
Team Serenity really thinking about this. Will eventually lock in the Silencer. Interesting pickup here because this feels like they're really thin. No front line here. Not much durability on this squad.
Yeah, it's certainly something where it doesn't really give you a lot of options for misplays. You are going to be in a lot of trouble if you botch your positioning. That being said, Silencer, he is fantastic against any sorts of combo initiation. You see Winter's Curse, you pop your ult, suddenly there is no follow-up, suddenly everything is kind of wasted. And now we have a Lina as well. Wow, this is even more burst. And this is, well, there's going to be, anyone who's going to get caught has massive issues on the side of Serenity.
And they absolutely do. You have the kind of initiating stun, the follow-up stuns, the burst damage. I like what Happy Guys have kind of put together. And like you said, Serenity, yeah, they'll have this window to fight around Global Silence, but I feel like that does put a lot of pressure on the team that picks up the Silencer. Like, for example, if Stampede comes out just like the split second before you pop that Global Silence and they're able to disengage, suddenly it's a huge waste.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, I love this.
Okay.
All right. It's going to be an active game for sure. Now you have now everything makes a lot more sense. You zip in, you silence, and you blow up a high priority target, be it a Winter Wyvern, be it a Lina. That is really exciting. Until BKB, if the Storm has a good start, he's going to be like a true problem on the map for the Happy Guys. And knowing how well Team Serenity's individual players play, they certainly have the individual skill to just outlane absolutely everyone.
I thought you said the heavy guys for a second. I was like, yeah, they are the heavy guys. But
I mean, they're also pretty heavy with an Ogre and a Centaur.
Yeah, Storm Spirit obviously will be looking to like pick off the Wyvern if he can through like any sort of standoff or team engagements. Lina would be a nice target, but you have to assume like this Lina is going to be picking up a Yules quickly in this game, both for disengage but engage potential.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it kind of depends on how much of a farming role she wants to do. If she really wants to just get up the CS, she might go into a very early Bloodstone. She might do some sort of right-click Lina. I don't think the Yules is a sad thing because you do have quite some setup from the Ogre Magi and the Centaur, and even the Winter's Curse. So it's not.
I feel like she kind of has to though, like with going against the Silencer as well. Like
yeah,
it's another way to dispel the silence off.
Yeah, definitely good point. Especially if there is going to be an Orchid as well.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it's going to play out. I think like the way you describe it definitely makes sense though.
10 seconds remaining.
Axe the last ban by Happy Guys, and now Team Serenity. What do they not want to deal with? What do they think is the last pick for Happy Guys? What is that hyper carry that kind of fits in here?
Wow,
Terrorblade makes sense.
I really like this Terrorblade ban. They wouldn't have. See, the thing about a Terrorblade is when he's in meta, he doesn't really care about getting silenced. And he's just going to stand there, and if you cannot combo him down, he is just going to just sunder himself up. Suddenly you have a HP disadvantage, and suddenly you just lose the fight. There is not a lot of great reflectionaries, but still. So now the question becomes like, I need to pull up the hero tab again. This is very rough to do otherwise.
Yeah, I agree. It's actually so much easier like when you have the hero tab out.
Kind of fortunate Wraithkin got nerfed so much. I would have liked to see him here, just because he stays in the front, he eats a ton of stuff, gets silenced, whatever, and he respawns, he's like, alright, now it's actually time to play. We could still see something that...
Radiant team
like on the side of Happy Guys, I could still see something like Medusa. A bit slow, but still, like she's just so tanky and early. She doesn't care getting silenced at all.
I like the DK pickup here. This gives them that beef that they were kind of missing. This is their frontliner. Obviously has the ability to shove towers, and if you engage, like you're gonna have to fully engage onto the DK, assuming the team's behind you to come. Slark!
Oh my god! All right then.
It's a treat. It's a true treat. Wow, this is like classic.
That's great.
Illidan as well, right?
It really is. I mean, we just saw him on the main stream say, "Look, I want to have Slark buffed. Let's do it." And
was in his head.
he can't wait. He's like, all right, you know, my boy Aesfrog, he's gonna buff him. We're just gonna play him right now. Let's do it.
Oh my goodness, I love this. I love this.
Oh,
okay, but how does this pan out though? Is this Ogre Slark lane, or do you now is the Wyvern with the Slark?
That's a very good question. I feel like if you put the Ogre and the Warrunner top, you're gonna have a fantastic time because they're both so tanky. They both have stuns, great setup, a lot of damage. Honestly, this one's pretty scary.
Well, I'm excited to see how it's going to play out here, and obviously laning phase is going to be a big deal for these teams. More than anything, of course, though, this Slark getting some decent levels here, getting to that level 6 so he can kind of start to do Slark things, take some damage, slip around, farm through the jungle, show up in lanes, be a bit of a nuisance. Only time will tell. We are on to the map, players making their way out to their respective positions, and it looks like we will not have in-game names over here for Team Serenity, unfortunately.
Actually, if you press on the button next to the one, I don't know what it is on US keyboard, they should work. Like check that out.
Press which button?
The one to the left of the one.
Oh, so I have to do like some translations?
Well,
I have to plug this all into my short-term memory is what I have to do.
Oh, come on. It's not that hard. GGG is going to be on the Mirana, makes sense. Sunshine on the Bane, which also makes sense considering he's a support player and a stand-in. We have in the mid.
PYW on the DK. XCJ on the silencer.
Neil. I'm going to call him Neil. Nah, just kidding. Obviously not. Yeah, so
I'm going to call him Armstrong.
Oh, yeah. All right. Isn't there a movie just launching right about now with Ryan Gosling about Neil Armstrong? Or am I mistaken?
You had me at Ryan Gosling. Say no more.
All right. Well, I'm sure Chad is going to let us know. Chad is I'm sure up to date. Yeah, this is going to be cool. Tomato on the mid laner against his Storm Spirit. This is... I cannot wait. So, I talked to Blitz about this matchup, and obviously it wasn't the same patch, but he said basically, look, as a laner, if you don't hit 2 of your LSAs, you're gonna lose the line. So it's very much on Tomato to really make sure that he hits absolutely everything, and gets especially range creep. Shouldn't be an issue getting range creep. I think both of these guys should get their range creeps, but it's just gonna be so tough for Tomato if he doesn't consistently play super well.
That really makes sense. I mean, it's the only way to get ahead in the lane, unless you're able to just like trade a right click from max range as Lina. But if you're like battling for those last hits, like landing that stun's going to be everything.
Also, I was apparently very much wrong. They did send the one to Wyvern top. Yeah, I mean it's okay. It just I feel like an ogre would have been so cool to watch, at least from a spectator perspective.
Yeah, I think it makes sense what you said, but together to have like the range harass, especially with like Arctic Burn coming out, you're gonna be slow. Easily, Centaur can follow up and like get in range for like a hoof stomp into a double edge.
Yeah, and you have any sorts of heal is gonna be. Just
Are they switching lanes?
30 seconds to battle.
Huh. Did they anticipate something else here?
I mean, I would rather have Slark into the DK myself.
Yeah, of course, you're right. And it's not so much about the Slark against the DK, it's more that the Slark doesn't go against the Mirana Bane.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. Okay, I like it. See, that actually is pretty smart as well, though. Even having the Wyvern against the DK, inherently stopping some of the regeneration coming out from the passive. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of small things here. And 3 runes. No, 2. Alright. Okay.
So runes split across the board. It will be Boogie making his way down into this bottom lane. So this is just going to be like a really classic Centaur game for him. Is just survive, sustain yourself in lane. They get the switch as well. So DK moving down into the bottom lane. And unfortunately, it looks like Illidan really not going to have the matchup that he intended.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing for sure. But there is no Bane up top here, so yeah, it's gonna be definitely annoying playing against the Silencer, but at least there's no Bane. So this combo potential is just not there quite yet. Oh, easy range creep, there you go, fantastic. Another CS, GGG, off to a great start.
What a player.
What a player indeed. Okay, let's check out the mid lane, there you go. LSA hit, got him, 1 out of 1.
So if you miss 2, you lose the lane. What if you land 2?
I think you're supposed to land more than 2.
Okay.
But I could be wrong, you know, I'm not a Summoner player, I'm not a mid player either, and yeah, there's that. I think the Bane just TP top right, let's see. Yeah, okay, now it's really gonna be a struggle for Illidan.
Yeah, Illidan gonna do his best to just try and pull aggro or like aggro the creeps back to him. Always farm at range. Oh no, back down to bottom. There you go. It's gonna be a ring around the rosy. These guys look to balance the lanes out. Mirana TP's down into the bottom like
what up? Anyone miss me? Yeah, but
no.
Again, there is no Bane anymore, so I think it should be okay. It's not great. It's just not.
Ooh, Tomato had the kill if he lands that LSA there. That was pretty close.
Oh yeah, I was watching top lane because there was a Bane coming in, but yeah, you know, Bane pretty tanky, DK pretty tanky, Centaur, Ogre honestly same story. Like there shouldn't anyone die here. But we said this earlier in the day, and then suddenly people were dying left, right, and center. So
right?
Yeah, who knows.
Now we'll see obviously how it's going to play out. Tomato able to get himself a salve. Dealing with ZYD who had healed himself all the way up to full, and these guys go ahead and reset.
Dude, Tomato's owning though.
Kind of same kind of deal.
Look at the level. He's nearly level 4, and ZYD just got level 3. Okay, now he's 3.5 in a second, but still, that's more than half a level ahead. This is pretty good.
Nice grab on the haste rune there. Bane will be able to go ahead and force Syndran back, but not a big deal. Syndran's a tanky boy.
Yeah, he is. And now the Bane is
moving
going to make
on
his way
into
over.
mid. Is he gonna try and hold him back there with some? No. LSA, that's fine. You're not gonna dive this. Maybe they get a couple more right clicks and just a bit of harass.
Yep, me on top lane. The DK is... he should be fine, right? Oh,
is he gonna go down? Wow. Boogie actually with a double edge able to secure that kill there. I thought he was gonna live through that.
Yeah, same here actually. But hey, you know, it's a level 3 Centaur. No points in return, so full damage. Oh, Tomato dropping very low, and he is just gonna be fine. Very tense here.
Do you have a bottle coming out? No, just another salve.
Wyvern is mega dead though. I think. There you go. Fantastic. Me on top lane.
Just back. This is like a ping pong of action.
Love it.
Here. Neil gonna go down one more time. Sure looks like it. Dude, you can't deal with Slurk. So what a hero, right?
Well, I think it was less Slark and more like fantastic enabling
yeah.
Cinder and Boogie. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the Slark definitely made the difference there. When they went on the Dragon, I was like, how the hell do they even bring him down? Because yeah, sure, you killed him, but he's still very, very tanky. And lo and behold, a level 3 Slark, something that usually don't really think about as something scary, it just comes out and just kills you. And hello. Illidan, he is... I mean, he's known for being super aggressive, right? And being very active, just because this Mirana is trying to tail him just all the time makes a lot of sense to me.
This is what he has to do, though. You know, he has to have a good game, try to make something happen. Like, not force anything, but, like, he makes that nice rotation, is there for that kill. He's sitting 21-4, leading in last hits and denies right now. He's having a good game. Down at bottom, GGG able to find himself a kill. Zaframush goes down one more time. I'll put the kill score at 2-2, 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah, he was getting hunted by the Bane in the forest, and obviously, like, if you find a Nightmare, then the arrow is kind of free there. So yeah, not much he can do. Tanks the gank in a way. Well, not really the gank, but you know, he opens up the lane. It's okay. GGG doing a great job, consistently arrowing the camp, and he is also doing quite well. 22 for 4. But interesting enough, the Slark is just slightly ahead.
Bounty runes coming up. Boogie's gonna make his way down. Probably gets nightmared right before. There you go. ZYD has a bottle. Oh, actually, not getting that there. Now with Splinter Blast coming out, they're gonna try to turn it back around the other way. Sure feels like Bane It's getting in dangerous territory, but you have GGG here.
Oh, the up
He's
miss?
got 2 leaps moving forward. Give me 2, 3 right clicks.
Oh!
Boogie! Oh, can he go through? Oh, give the man! Oh, he's got the quad blade! No, not gonna be enough. Will eventually go down. Aframush, he's hungry. Someone give him that booty. It's not gonna be enough. He doesn't have any cooldowns. Can't apply any damage. You gotta be careful. GGG really wants to play down here.
He's out of leaps.
But he knows that as long as he stays at range, he's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, he really is. There is no blink. Obviously, we're 5 minutes in, so you don't expect it. All right, then. That was a great turn of events for Serenity. Now leading 3-2.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's
is
still very
under
open,
attack.
obviously, but hey, these are the sort of things that you want to pick up. And I can't believe they actually got Boogie. That was so close. Very unfortunate he didn't have another tango to just eat his way through.
Yeah, I didn't actually see that he had a Quelling Blade. I was like, wait, you don't even have a chance out of this, but he still almost
Dire's
wiggled
middle
his way
tower
out.
is under attack.
Tomato will be able to bottle up a haste rune, but there are 3 heroes here. If he gets slept, he's gonna die, right? Yeah, if he gets slept, that's gonna be an arrow. They didn't know he was there. Now they do. There's a sleep. There's the arrow, and unfortunately,
need
this
damage,
should be him
though.
going down.
Alright.
Oh, PYW actually going down in the top lane as well. Action in both lanes.
Yeah, and the Silencer not looking too hot either. Illidan could certainly dive this. He doesn't have a... Oh, well, he couldn't jump for it. Oh, goes
he
for it!
almost got that.
That was very close. Now he has serious issues, though. Ah, he's fine. Okay, we're good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's good. Shrine's up as well. He's probably going to dip down, Shrine up, get back to lane. Once he gets his level 6, like, anybody playing Slark knows that is where you really start to come alive, and you can just get away with all of these moves that you're trying to make.
Yeah, I mean, you just hang back, you know, for a second or two, and then suddenly you're regen up. Uh-oh, this Silencer
Oh,
is
he found a
in
Silencer.
Good day.
XCJ is going to be going down. That's a free kill for the Slark, and that is really not what you want. Another Dark Pack.
Timato
Good job,
really,
Timato.
he was like, you know, do you need help with that? Actually, you know, any help, mate? No, okay, you got it. All right, just making sure, you know.
Just making sure, buddy.
That was some great stuff. But yeah, that was not worth in the slightest.
Dire's
Not
structures
sure
are
what they thought
fortified.
there. But hey, you know, they got some info. Now a level 6 Slark after this creep. There you go, got it. And now let's see what happens bottom lane, because there was an arrow on the Centaur.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Taking a lot of damage, but 3 heroes from the happy guys. Oh, are they happy boys? Boogie will go down. Now Sanshang's going to try and make his way out of here. It's a 1-for-1. Deeping down into bottom lane by Silencer, but he really doesn't offer too much. Let's see. Tomato actually went down to ZYD up in the mid lane as this was happening. Aggression continues. Fireblast trying to dissuade the aggression coming out of Serenity, but we'll just go ahead and nuke Afromush down. Boogie respawned. Still only level 5. Stampede would have done wonders through that engagement.
Dire's top
Yeah, it
tower
was very
is under
scrappy, very
attack.
unfortunate. Who came out on top? Let's see. They did kill Tomato in the mid. Why does Fight Recap not show this? What's happening here? But yeah, like Serenity just getting the slightly better trade here. But with the arrow, no, nice one. Good dodge. I mean, not really.
That was a
dodging,
big
but-
kill because Tomato had a level and a half, almost 2 level advantage on the Storm at that point.
Oh, now they even. Yeah, you're right. Wow, this is a big deal actually. Yeah. And it's interesting to see that we see more and more of these solo kills at like around level 6 to 8. We saw it in the first game today. We saw it just now, and they are really impactful.
They absolutely are. And it's kind of crazy that that happened as well, because I think Tomato had like a haste turn bottled up and had his ultimate ready to go. ZYD, I didn't catch it, but he must have outplayed him
I
severely.
only catch some part of it. Like, obviously there was stuff happening all over the map, but yeah, big plays all around. Let's see what Illidan can do, because he really wants some blood here. He is punting. Okay, never mind.
Dude, I can't even remember the last time I saw Slark in a game. Illidan moving over. He'll find Senor Neil himself. Over here. DK now just level 6, 9.5
Bottom.
minutes in. It's back down to bottom. The Stampede will allow Happy Guys to get on top of the Silencer. Chop him on down. Just a level 5 Silencer at this point. Pretty much free food. But ZYD, he's here. Zips forward. He's on the Boogie. Boogie should be going down. In fact, he will. DK here to help clean up as well. Now potentially looking for more, but Storm Spirit out of mana. We'll go ahead and pull off of that one. Maybe go ahead and regroup.
Yeah, trying to get top lane GG, but his Mirana was just a bit too elusive. He used all his leaps, but he had stick. He has Treads, he has Aquila. He's doing just fine, and they just couldn't get him. The Winter Wyvern not quite level 6. Obviously, Winter Wyvern is still looking at a pretty healthy level timing right now, but he needs his 6 very bad to get these ganks going here.
Odin, he's deep. He wants GGG. Look like he's got him.
There's no leap for 3.
Dark Pact, pounced. One more attack. Got him.
Wow. That's very scary.
4-0 on this Slark with 55 last hits, 10.5 minutes in. This guy's having a great game. There is pressure coming out from Serenity down in the bot lane. They'll engage onto the Centaur. He's got backup here. Syndrin, you gonna pick a target? Who's it gonna be? Looks like they'll go for the DK. DK taking a lot of damage. He's tanky. Will he survive through this? It's kind of crazy that it looked like he was actually gonna live. Curse will seal the deal. He'll go down. Syndrin deals that kill right there. Pulls out the multicast. Sansheng chunked on down into the dirt. ZYD's still hanging around. I don't know if he's going to try and make some godly play.
Alright, see ya.
Zip out.
Alright, we're good, we're good. That was really interesting. Aframush was holding his Cold Embrace for a long time there, not even using it, because he knew, I mean, you have a Centaur and an Ogre. These guys are so inherently tanky, there was nothing that really could stop them running at them. And that's kind of the life of an Ogre, right? I mean, you just right-click people, and then eventually you're gonna get a kill, and this is kind of what happened here. They just didn't have the damage to bring those guys down, and that was actually a really good curse by Aframush, keeping everyone in place. It wasn't so much about the kill, it was much more about just getting the Bane as well, and that was very much worth it. Securing 1 kill, getting another one for free. Excellent trade, excellent rotations. Meanwhile, Illidan chilling in top lane. He just has to be very careful to not die here. Alright, he's...
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point. It was all about positioning and waiting for these cooldowns to come back up. Double Edge to start things off. Now with Stampede, his team can easily follow in. And once again, we're going to have PYW going down. This DK has died back-to-back multiple times here.
It's Humanist.
This is really easy.
Importantly, at the exact same time, the perfect timing was when Tomato called for it. It wasn't just a Stampede to engage, it was a Stampede to get Tomato out of harm's way. There was a stop sword waiting for him, and he was chasing him all the way. Hashtag efficiency, it's happening again. WSOE is delivering unbelievable stuff here coming out from the happy guys. Wow.
So efficient.
It really is.
No, I mean, that's a huge deal, and it's always kind of... I don't know. I guess it's wonderful for your team when something like that happens. It's pretty awful when you're playing into that and someone like you always wonder like, did they know that they were gonna get both things out of that, or just like a happenstance?
I think a bit of both, right? For the most part, at least. But yeah. Meanwhile, oh, the scan you see. So Sansheng is really trying hard to set up something here on the top lane, and he just got scanned, so they know exactly what's happening. And one important thing that I want to tackle on as well. Imagine that Stormspirit getting the kill on Alina there. He would have gotten 2 solo kills back to back, basically in the span of like 3 minutes. And yeah, the Slark is getting not really out of control, but he's doing really well. He's on his way to a fantastic timing on the Shadow Blade, but the Stormspirit would have been there as well. And now it's it's not even. I mean, look at the net worth. The Storm is 1.3k gold behind, and yeah, he's doing okay on the levels, but he's only just even. This is surprisingly good for happy guys, honestly.
No, I think that that's a good point, and ZYD will be finishing as Kaya. Basically, right now, there it comes out. And you're going to have Tomato. I mean, he's kind of beefed himself up, just the double null talisman. He's got his phase boots, pretty classic. But he's going to have this Yule Scepter very quickly, and he'll be able to move around the map, set things up, and as long as he's got his full combo ready, he should be able to find kills fairly easily. Now, Moonlight Shadow comes out. They've found happy guys down in the jungle. Is the Shrine? Yeah, Shrine's ready to go if they can get on top of it. But Aframush is down. Syndrin as well. They can't even get within range as Serenity pull the trigger. Very nice engage down here in the jungle.
That was very unfortunate. They had this excellent D-ward here. They were checking for a lot of things. What they didn't check was anyone coming from the right side up until the lower ramp. And this is what caught them off guard. So they know, okay, look, we have to cut our losses. Boogie's going to get away. Our cores are going to get away. We're going to lose both of our supports. But you know what? It's fine. They're level 7. Winter Wyvern is going to hit level 8 in just a second. Winter Wyvern also has Arcane Boots already, so he's looking pretty hot. All things considered, you know, it's not great. You kind of want to have a Glimmers pretty soon on him, but it's okay. It's not the worst. And meanwhile, you have your Slark farming top lane, perishing a tower, something you don't really see from a Slark. You have Tomato in the mid lane, just getting his form up once again, now level 13, looking to actually finish his Yules, like you mentioned in the draft, and so correctly predicted. And the Centaur, well, he's very close to a Blink Dagger. So all things considered, yes, it's pretty close. It's not a game that's over by any stretch, but Happy Guys, they're getting the timings, they're getting the farm, and the only guys suffering are the supports, and honestly, considering what these supports accomplish, you don't really mind that.
They really are. I think Illidan, he's going to try and take this top tower down, then TP to bottom. He's got a fresh Shadow Blade ready to go. This really could go either way. It feels like it's going to be a bloodbath, whatever happens. Fortification, as Syndrome moves in, trying to find a stun on the DK to start things off. Boogie comes around the backside. Illidan, he moves in. He's going to wait out the silence. He is invisible. He can pick and choose his target. He wants GGG, jumps on the GGG.
Oh, anti-jump.
Looks like Neil should be dropping down low. He tried, oh, GGG trying to leap himself on out of here. Buys himself a bit of time, but Illidan will be able to pick up the kill. It's a mega kill for him. 15 minutes in. Sunshine's going to be going down as well. In fact, they're going to split this apart. Actually, teleport out. He'll be able to get out. With that, Synderen they were trying to like split their focus so they could take 2 down. And they pay the price. One able to teleport out. Synderen goes down. Illidan moves forward. Finds another one for himself as XEJ gets dropped down into the oblivion.
Oh, that was so close. No, he doesn't. Yeah.
So when he gets a basher, though, this changes a lot.
Yeah.
Like those teleport, you won't be able to just teleport out in front of his face.
That was
praise RNG.
That was extremely good for Happy Guys, and then Serenity really salvaged this to whatever they could. Honestly, getting the Lina and the Ogre. Ogre really not much of a kill nowadays. He's very much not worth a lot. I mean, it's what, like 3-4 creeps nowadays. And oh, how the hell did he get this one? All right, Illidan. That's Illidan for you. Oh.
I like
we're
it.
good. We're good.
But then
we're good.
look at it. I mean, you basically just back up, regen. He's going to be able to rinse and repeat this. Shadow Blade's going to be off cooldown very soon. And GGG, he doesn't have a lot of regen. I'll pop that one. Oh,
see you.
Sorry about that one. They catch Tamano up towards that top bounty or top river rune.
It's okay. I got it.
Good guy, JJ.
Gotcha, bro. No, but yeah, this is. You know, every guy's doing fantastic job down bottom, and now suddenly Tomato is just out on his own when his whole team is doing stuff bottom lane and trying to regen up. And oh, Illidan's under what he knows, and he is mega dead, as they say.
That was a ballsy play. He was, and this is one of those kind of like how you talked about. If Storm had gotten those back-to-back kills before, the Lina going down and then Illidan moving in, getting killed like that. When they have number advantage at this tower, that's a massive swing.
Oh, again.
Blink in, but the immediate sleep. Sunchain, quick on the trigger there. He's going to take quite a bit of damage. And Global Silence will come out as the fight goes back the other way. Aphromush chunked on down. And Happy Guys, not much they can do. In fact, they're going to chain feed this one on down as Synderen walks into his own death. And what was a fairly decent swing going the way of Serenity is now a large swing.
Yeah, and it creates space for GGG to farm up in the bottom lane. There isn't tower anymore. There is a lot of camps that he can take. The Slug is coming in, and this might be a massive kill, but there is a Bane waiting in the vicinity. And there you go. And let's see where the damage is. And like you said, no Basher, no chance of stopping the TP out. Smart place all around.
Basher, no happiness.
Yeah, and this death really set him back so much. He didn't change his net worth in 2 minutes.
It's super unfortunate. He had some of the best momentum on his team, but he's still in a good place to get work done. He's just going to have to, well, I say work back to back, but he's just going to have to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, I mean he'll get there. He had a great game so far, so I'm not too worried. The only thing that's really crazy is you look at a net worth and suddenly there's a storm on top. And like, how the hell did this happen actually? And well, it's about solo kills and pickups, killing the Lina, killing a lot of people in mid lane once again, and suddenly the storm is looking much better than he used to. Now let's see if there's anything in the courier, and it is a Oblivion Staff and a.
There's a Smoke Centaur moving down towards bottom.
Ooh.
Synderen there as well. If they find a target, they should be able to find the kill. Nice jump on the Sunshine. They'll be able to get that one. Moonlight Shadow came out, but they've got Sentry Ward down. Now a jump forward by Neil. The follow by Storm Spirit. Immediately Winter's Curse comes out. Now Happy Guys looks, I mean, they're hanging around. Looks like they're happy to try and find a target to re-engage onto. But this is awkward. Synderen on the front side, absorbing a lot of damage. DK should be going down. The fight's on two fronts, as Illidan was fighting over here near the storm, but he collapses back towards where his team is. And eventually, this is Happy Guys just falling apart. It felt like they had control. They engaged upon this fight, almost like 1.5 engages, and the only one to make it out is Illidan.
Yeah, and crucially, the item timing, absolutely massive here, coming out from the side of Serenity. They just finished the Orchid on the Storm, he has a Kaya, he has a Bottle, he has his Treads. Dude, he is ready to go, he's ready to fight. He just peaked, it's 19 minutes in, he is exactly where he wants to be. And that was basically just a slight overextension, and you could see the side of Happy Guys. They got the Winter's Curse, and they were like, okay, do we go in? No, let's back off. Okay, wait, what do we do? Okay, oh my god, we all have to run, and we have to scramble. Let's try to salvage, and it's just not happening.
DYD jumps, almost finding that kill onto Illidan here. Synderen's going to go ahead and back up his buddy. Jump in by Boogie. They have the follow-up. Should be GGG going on down, right? No, he doesn't have another one. Yep. So, an engage by Serenity gets flipped back around the other way, and kind of a sign of life for Happy Guys.
Yeah, Serenity was like, alright, let me show you how to actually feed. No, sorry, like seriously, you go in there. If you catch the slug, the game is suddenly even harder than it used to be. Yeah. And the slug not electing to finish a basher or anything else, he went for a Silver's Edge, providing some much needed survivability. Honestly, I really like this choice in this context. Takes away the Dragon's armor, because let's face it, going on the Dragon Knight sometimes is the only option when he's in front.
Yeah.
So you need something to chew through him.
Well, that's the way that the Serenity have drafted this, and he's going to be on the front line. As far as, I mean, the rest of the game, that's what they're going to want, as he tanks up more and more, and especially when they're going for objectives, he's going to be the one sieging on the front line. 3 heroes from Happy Guys up in this top lane. They know ZYD's somewhere around here, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to find him. A 4-man smoke comes out from a Serenity as they make their move down towards the bottom jungle here.
Yeah, and you know who's farming there. It's always going to be the Slug you saw in bottom lane pushing out the wave. Meanwhile, Happy Guys doing the same thing in the top lane. Who can actually get out of this?
Come on, Illidan, you got these spidey senses, right?
Oh, they don't scan him. They know where he is. They actually draw the line.
I mean, there's where else could he be, right? He didn't have a TP. Now he's picked up the TP. Gonna try and juke around. We'll have to. You're gonna have to dip in the Shadow Blade there. Do they have vision? Where's the vision? Have a sentry. They know that he's in the trees right now. He's gonna try and pounce further in. No, just pull up for the TP and get out.
Well, oh no! What? Oh,
Serenity.
My god.
No mercy.
How did they get vision?
Illidan tried so hard.
What gave them vision? Oh, the arrow.
I don't know. It felt. It didn't. It felt. And it's nighttime, right? Like.
Can someone tell me? Hello, Chad, please.
Hello.
What is happening? I need a Sherlock on the case. Oh, ZYD. He is in deep. He's on the low gun though. Oh, all right. Well, never mind then. He's fine.
ZYD doesn't care. The fadeaway onto Afro Moosh. ZYD in the building and feeling himself.
Yeah, that was really well played. Going down to the low ground, making sure that there is nothing that can really stop him. All right, and now up 4K gold. It's kind of steady the way that they acquire the gold. Okay, actually no, it's not. I was wrong, but still, looking pretty good. Now we have a Syndrome Ogre getting killed. Yeah, that's rough. And that was an Ogre, not something you kind of expect. Even though there was a DD up on the Storm Spirit, obviously.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, ZYD in the play, especially with the DD, you move in, silence, Ogre's not going to do anything. Maybe, like, if there's one person to peel for him, he might get out, but you know you're in a bad place when your Ogre's a free kill.
Yeah, and I mean, you could say, well, you kind of trade your Ogre life for the mana on a Storm Spirit, but dude, this guy has a Kaya, he has Orchid, he has Treads, you know, he's fine. He's fine to spend his mana because he regenerates 31 every second. You know, he's constantly fairing clarities. Fantastic play so far. Exactly like you wanna play this guy, and I wonder what it is that Happy Guys need to wait for. I think for sure there needs to be a BKB on the Slug very soon. Maybe the next item, maybe it's gonna be Basher. I don't feel like you have the time for the Basher. And then it needs to be Go.
That's the problem that it feels like. How many? He probably would have had 3 or 4 more kills if he had a basher. So it feels like this is an item that you need. He obviously needs the BKB as well.
Oh, big bait.
He takes the tower and potentially baits in the storm, but I say that as the global silence comes out the other way, and he will get put on down. You can zip around 4 versus 1 as long as you have that silence and the mana.
Yeah, that was super rough. And now they're gonna find someone else, and it's gonna be who? There's the arrow up on the
starts the
wyvern.
arrow, but the jump in, Boogie. He's got the engage. They've got the kill, and it's a buyback from Slark.
This guy
Wyvern drops on down before using that Winter's Curse. The fight's going to continue. Illidan takes down XCJ. And now, looking for this DK, and they should be able to... They have all the stuns in the world. There should be another kill to follow. And so it's a 3 for 2 with the buyback coming out of Illidan. Can they get something out of the map on this?
I mean, right now, I think you're already happy that you got this much. You get 3 kills for 1. You trade away your Winter Wyvern. You get a kill on the Slark. Fantastic. You know, top lane, there is Boogie, and Cinderin is baiting. Oh, you got the run. It's all good, guys. Oh, you got a multicast!
Yeah, Cinderin!
Ooh, hello?
Now the Stampede on
him as well.
ZYD.
Got him.
Oh, that's a lot of... 1,400 gold for that storm kill.
Dude,
Back down towards bottom. Fiend's Grip is out onto Tomato.
Oh, got him. Hello?
He's going to eat an arrow as well, but Illidan's here. Looks like Tomato goes down. Illidan will be able to take down the Bane. Winter's Curse comes out. It's going to hold GG in place just a little bit. The dust will come through in case the Moonlight Shadow does come out. He tries to stand his ground, and Illidan just chomps him on down. Look at that. 29 stacks on that Essence Shift now.
Oh no.
Broken ankles.
Oh no.
Someone's going to need a doctor. Illidan, what looked like a free kill is just a whiff.
Dude, Illidan is so fun to watch. I love this guy so much. He's like, hold on, guys. This guy, he has to die as well. Oh, wait, there's a DK.
Oh, yeah.
That was so fantastic.
You can just read his thought processes there. I mean, Illidan, just one of the most spicy players out there. Super fun to watch.
Oh, for sure. And checking out the gold graph, I mean, look at this. We had like a 5k goal lead for Serenity, and then all of a sudden it just all went back into the favor of the happy guys, and they are certainly very happy how the game's going. They're looking at an Aegis now onto the Slark, and he's building into the BKB just like we kind of hoped for.
Wow, and this, I mean, this was kind of handed. Well, okay, yes. Let's give credit to Happy Guys. They did what they needed to do, but it was partially like handed to them by Serenity. ZYD made a couple of super aggressive plays that left them a little overextended, and they capitalized on it. Now Happy Guys move in. They'll find GGG, find a stun. They'll get the kill onto this Mirana. That's 51 seconds, and Happy Guys. They'll be taking at least 1 tower off of this.
And I also want to emphasize Boogie, because he got the solo kill and Cinderin died, and he didn't share the gold with it. It actually helped him so much. He just finished a whole Lotus Orb, so no more silence coming out for the Centaur. He can just purge it off. I mean, he really does not care in the slightest about it now.
It's actually a big deal.
Oh, Illidan. Oh, they baited him. All good. All right, well then, dude, Happy Guys. I mean, this game's far from over, but they're looking pretty hot actually.
Yeah, this game kind of bouncing back and forth here. I think we got one that could go the distance. 27.5 minutes in, it's 22-27. Kills favoring Serenity, but net worth slightly favoring Happy Guys. Would we expect Happy Guys? I mean, they keep the pressure up with the Sages, right? Like we should see Illidan just continuing to try and find pickups.
I mean, have you seen the guy play? He's been all over the map, you know?
DotA here today.
It's fantastic. I just want to see more of this stuff. I'm not a big fan of picking Slark, but if you play him like this, it is exactly what the Doctor ordered, honestly. Yeah, good luck going on that guy. Smart decision, honestly, from Serenity. You cannot kill him twice. There is no way. Not with a finished BKB. Yeah, alright. Well,
yeah,
then, Illidan's ready to fight.
Like if he gets BKB off, like the only thing that's holding this guy down is like if you get a full Fiend's Grip off and your team's able to get some work done through it.
Oh no, not the
Illidan. Shadow Bladed moves in, finds ZYD.
Dude, Storm has BKB as well.
Does say it's a 10 second.
Uh-oh.
They jump in, they find Boogie. The silence comes out. Centaur is down. BKB out of Illidan. Buyback from the Centaur. He's gonna go and teleport to the shrine and try and make his way back over to his team. Awkward. Do they continue to try and apply the... I mean, yes. They're gonna continue to apply the pressure. Is it greedy is my only question. Illidan moves around. Sunshine should be going down. Nightmare will buy a little bit of time, but Boogie's there with the follow-up. That's the kill. T2 should be dropping in this bottom lane.
Yeah. Very expensive. You get a tower, you get a Bane kill. You really need this Axe on the set. Okay, actually, you know what? You don't need it per se, because there is no like massive thing that you have to stop from happening, but it's such a fantastic item, and well, I guess your Lotus Orb doesn't help you if you get Bane ulted. Oh, Illidan, hello. And look at GGG on the left hand side. Big exclamation point.
He's just looking for that sweet, juicy angle.
Danger.
The angle where the arrow comes from, and you're like, who does that? Who throws an arrow from that angle? GGG.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. Alright, now they know there is no more vision. They feel much better about themselves.
Afromush has the angle. Stampede's going to go on forward. They have the catch onto the DK. Look at the S and shift piling on up. Illidan can just go ham. Holding the BKB. Instant buyback from the Dragon Knight. This is going to be a bit awkward. Can they get down to the low ground, or should they have just stayed on the high ground? I don't know. Syndra moves on forward, trying to peel here. They'll be able to take down Tomato, actually, just popping him quite fast. Now Syndra falls. Illidan is going to stand his ground as Boogie is the focus of a bit of this fire here. Illidan BKB, it's time to just run, right? They're just going to leave the Centaur behind. No, Afromush hangs around as well. What are these guys doing? Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, questionable. Oh, and anyway,
And
no,
Illidan's like, my
here
team's dead, I'm
comes
going back
Illidan. But he's not done.
You guys thinks you have done the work. This will be a dieback on you. Got him.
No, seriously, that was a really good game sense by Illidan. They obviously, what really enabled us was the ward here. Team Happy Guys, they knew that everyone else was around this area, and they didn't have any sort of care in the world. And now obviously Illidan also knows that there is a ward. Sweet. Okay, he's honestly he's playing so well. It's like holy crap.
Well, Slark needed a boost to his ego. I think it's so funny. I mean, you already mentioned it, but it's just so funny that like that was the hero that he was like needs a buff, and then he's gonna pick it anyway.
And there goes the Aegis. See, the cool thing about this is that yeah, the Aegis kind of expired, and you didn't quote unquote use it, but really you used it to full extent because you were playing so aggressive, always playing.
Oh yeah.
The threat of the Aegis was much more important than actually using it.
Well, nobody was gonna like throw 3 heroes worth of abilities and right clicks at him to take him down, only to just have him respawn again. And he is very close to, I was gonna say he's close. He's got a Basher. Basher's getting delivered right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so honestly,
Finally.
this changes things a lot. It really does. This is a huge game change. Like, people are gonna be locked down, plus none of these TPs out. Now there's a Moonlight Shadow. Team Serenity are gonna come
I have a
forward.
D-ward.
DK's respawning right now.
Oh, there they go.
There's a Sentry Ward down. Silence will come out, but the BKB's off from Illidan. He's going to be fine. GG jumping in, trying to find Afromush. Afromush able to dip on back here. Both teams able to disengage from that one, but Syndra looks like he'll be the first one to fall. XCJ credited with that kill. Now things should start to go in the favor of Happy Guys.
They don't see them.
Essence Shift stacking on up here. Afromush on the high ground still has Winter's Curse. The blink forward by DK
Dragon
on
on dragon.
Ground. Afromush, yeah, dragon on dragon action there. Dragon side.
Okay, that was a bit awkward. Now the thing is, this
That was
custom
really
global,
awkward, let's be real.
and I don't know if global is worth 2 supports, because if I'm Happy Guys, I'm gonna regroup in a second here, and I will just go again, because you know without global there is not really a lot of counterplay even possible. So yeah, and they used a lot for this.
They did indeed. They used a lot. I mean, also the GGG and Storm Spirit lived through this. ZYD is getting close to his Scythe of Ice, so that'll be a pretty large pickup. And on the other side, it's actually Mirana going with the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting item build here. Going, it feels a very mobility-oriented build. You would think maybe this is going to be some sort of like, you know, newcomer Mirana, but it really isn't. So GG understands, okay, he needs to get away from a lot of the heroes here. He needs to get away from the Slark, he needs to get away from the Centaur. Yeah, he has to be active, he has to get the angles on the arrows. So this is a really cool item build for this, but he was lacking damage up until this point, finally going into the MKB. And yeah, he has 170 damage and the attack speed talent from the leap, but yeah, we'll see about that. So now finally, you know, most of the damage was coming in from the Storm Spirit, and let's be real here, this Storm has an incredible effect on the game. And with a Side of Ice, it's gonna be even worse. But they just got
They're making the move
pinged.
forward. They do not have global silence. You said Happy Guys was the team looking for a fight, but it's Serenity right now. They find the Winter Wyvern to start things off. The stun onto Boogie as well. This means the fight's gonna go great in their favor. And another global silence coming out. Perfect time over here for Team Serenity. But can Happy Guys turn this around? Syndrin gets a nice little multicast onto the Silencer. He'll go down, but he's already done his job. Tomato, BKB stands his ground, puts the Bane down on the back of the fight. It's a 2-for-2 trade, but the fight continues. DK in the thick of things. LSA lands. Can they focus him on down? They've lost the Slark. This is where things go real bad for Happy Guys. They can't continue this fight. They'll go ahead and get themselves back. It's a 3-for-3, I guess, at the end of it. Pretty fair trade, all things considered.
Yeah, and it was really interesting. Both teams that were trying to play around the BKBs. If you think about how the whole fight went, both teams were like, okay, let's kind of poke. Okay, we baited the silence. Check, got it. We baited the BKBs. Check, got it. And now the other team was like, oh wait. There is BKB down on the Slark. And now I can go in again if I'm a Storm Spirit. There was a lot of like very calculated playing on both sides, actually. Very nice to watch. It kind of felt more like a very calculated, okay, I do this and you do this, but now you're out of things. And this is when Happy Guys were like, okay, we're out of damage. We have to leave, guys. Even though everyone is out of mana on the side of Serenity. Very cool to see. Both teams playing with a level head. Not something you usually expect too much when there is, you know, so much pressure right now here, because this game could tip each way very easily.
I think that playstyle also goes back to the item choice of Blink Dagger on this Mirana. Like, that's the playstyle they're going for. It's positioning, it's timing, it's looking for openings, and they're playing with a lot of patience right now. Also, MKB being completed right now for GGG, so his damage output's gonna go up just that much more in through this next engagement.
Yeah, for sure, and he also didn't really get punished too much for not picking up a BKB earlier, and whenever he does it, it's gonna be a fantastic time for him because, yeah, he's very mobile, but, you know, eventually you're gonna get caught by something. And oh, another Moonlight Shadows.
Moonlight Shadow.
Ooh,
Where'd that vision? Do they have a gem? Where'd that vision? Oh no, they have a sentry on the high ground.
All right then. Also, just real quick, did you toggle the console command I sent you, just to see if you could hook into my view?
Did I have to use it in game?
I think so.
I don't know, we can try it. We can try it again.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh.
Does it work?
I think I might be following you. Are you looking at the Bane, the Silencer?
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I'm following you.
Is it smooth?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So I could in theory do Housing for tomorrow. This is so cool! Alright, cool, fantastic, great times. Now the only issue is I don't think you get my selection. Like, what do I click on right now?
Ogre.
Oh. Now? Ogre?
Ogre.
Oh shit, okay, so selection doesn't work. Okay, we can't use it, GG.
GG.
I think this is your selection.
How do I get back? What? Give me my camera
put
back!
Put it in the console again. Put it in the console again.
Oh my, the wizard took away my camera. Uh-oh.
Is it working?
I can select, but I can't move the camera right now.
Oh,
Do I have to,
no.
like, type off?
Oh, I don't know. You're locked in with me.
Broadcast, DotA toggle broadcast cameraman.
Uh-oh, I'm so sorry. Alright, we lost it, guys. I shouldn't...
We lost it!
Well...
Alright, let's go.
Good luck, you know, you're...
Who is this guy? Can I get a professional to work with here?
Fantastic stuff. Alright, well then.
Trolled live.
Got him.
Starts up
Planned
on
all
the Roche.
along.
It's okay, I'll follow you around. I can still click, I'll just follow.
You can also press the number keys.
Oh, look at that.
Section.
Arrow whiffs. Can I use the No, I cannot.
No?
No. The arrow keys can't use it. Illidan, he's
not
going to
the
find DK on the backside. DK, able to go ahead and pop that BKB. Global Silence comes out. But Illidan just fighting on through it. Neil forced up onto the high ground. Serenity, maybe wait a second and look to Regoose on this one, or they're just going to go ahead and pull back.
Alright, and full site done. Oh, this is super tense here. Can you imagine getting the slug?
Arrow flies. Woo.
Ah, we're good. We're good. Come on. Tomato's not gonna eat that one. He had a healthy breakfast, this guy, so he's good.
Yeah, he's not gonna eat arrows. Well, what are we waiting for here? It looks like Global Silence is gonna be 90 seconds. If Serenity want to go ahead and wait on that, otherwise they just kind of hang out within range. BKB still ready to go for Storm. 20 seconds on the BKB for DK.
But they're
still smoked
form.
up. They're gonna go ahead and look to find somebody. If they find any sort of target,
I think they got outmaneuvered pretty hard here. They blew a lot of
they have no idea that they dipped back into the roach bed, do they?
I mean, even then, I don't think you can fight this. Your DK doesn't have anything right now. He's a DK without his dragon form. This
Arrow
is like
flies.
Ooh,
Oh, Tomato is playing with fire. Aftermush engaged upon on the high ground. Has a buyback. We'll go ahead and use it as the fight continues here. It looks like a silencer dies on the back of the fight. Tomato focused down by GGG and ZYD up near this bounty rune. Now Afromush over here with Syndra doing work, trying to hold these guys in place so their team can get on target to follow up. Illidan, though, in the meantime, finds himself a double kill down towards the Ancients along with Boogie there. That fight kind of spreading out, and I guess this is kind of, we should just expect it at this point, like with the Storm, with the Mirana, incredibly mobile heroes, and if they can, they will spread out through these fights.
Yeah, especially if you have a Slark as well. You know, it's one of those heroes that weaves in and out of these fights. You naturally spread everyone thin. You stretch these people out. You know, someone is trying to chase you, and then you go invis, and he's like trying to get you, but really can't. So that makes sense. I don't think we're gonna see some really massive 5 versus 5 engagements where everyone just butts heads at each other until we see the high ground tier 3 pushes. And speaking of that, we have a massive item for that here right now with the Centaur coming in. The Acceptor finally. After he had a very good timing on the Lotus Orb, finally finishing up this Aghanim Scepter. 50%? Like damage reduction 40%. Alright, so
40%.
it's massive.
It's still a huge deal. DD on Illidan. He's found GGG. With the pike back, it's not going to be enough. And now Stampede comes out so they can stay on target. Illidan's not trying to go up onto the high ground just yet. He's a pretty strong boy, but not that bold just yet.
Yeah, and he needs a bit of mana as well. He's I've seen it twice now where he's a bit light on the mana in those fights. We'll see.
And he's gonna have a butterfly very shortly here as well.
Yeah, that's getting really scary right now. You kind of have to hex him now at this point, and that forces your Storm to always be in a good position. That forces everyone else to play around him a lot more. This means the Centaur can do a lot more, and the Selena. We haven't really seen too much from Tomato right now.
No,
and
really
he's gonna be much more active in those fights. Because right now, it's very easy for the Storm to just jump in and kill him, right? And now that this slog is even much more of an issue, I feel like Tomato's gonna pick up a bit where Illidan naturally is gonna drop some.
Yeah. Also, if like Tomato, it depends. If he gets a good hex off, he could turn around these fights in a bit of an unpredictable way.
Yeah, for sure. If you blow up someone on the team of Serenity right now, this is a really big deal. All of these guys, they are very mobile, they're very hard to catch, or very tanky. So naturally, there's no, that's not someone like a Drow Ranger where you just blow them up and you expect that kinda, and you play around it. No, you don't really have a backup plan if someone immediately dies, except pressing the buyback button, and kinda has a big price. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, with the cheese, I don't think they focused on Tomato, although maybe if they get like at least one follow-up, like you'd have to get the Mirana and the Storm there for that. Just forward positioning coming out of Happy, guys. They've done a great job to kind of secure their positioning on the map thus far. They want to hold it, but it's a bit awkward as well because you're just kind of waiting for your opponent to make a mistake. But Team Serenity really not presenting any opportunities.
Oh, they're playing it safe. They know they can't really face Happy guys right now, not with the Roshan that was being picked up. Cheese Aegis is too much of an issue. Where is the cheese actually?
Mono.
Oh, of course, yeah. That makes sense. Wait.
El Tomato.
Oh.
This is some
risky stuff against the Hex. Looks cool though. Yeah, a lot of level 25s now coming out. Lina is very close to hers. The Slug obviously has the very long Essence Shift duration now, so anyone who he hits, like, it's so much better than it used to be.
Well, that's actually like like I said, I haven't seen Slark really playing very much recently. That is nuts. Like 120 seconds on that duration.
Yeah,
That carries
total.
over like
Wow.
from one fight to the next, and that's a huge deal. Like that's if Serenity are waiting for a global silence, you still have your essence shift from the last fight.
Oh god, I'm fantastic D-Ward here coming in. So they were trying to find something with Moonlight Shadows, and oh, there's no talent yet. And yeah, you know, casually that was a ward, and they baited with illusion as well. So that's just really unfortunate for Serenity. And now it looks like Happy Guys are feeling good enough for a high ground, really.
Ooh,
all right.
A happy smoke from the Happy Guys. GGG will go ahead and throw an arrow out here. Kind of just fishing, not gonna find anybody just yet.
Hello? They had no vision, they just walked up the high ground. Oh no.
They both moved up. Oh my goodness, Boogie gets the efficiency hoof stomp. The buyback from GGG as it looks like Neil's about to get dropped on down. He will. Boogie taking the double kill. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was... See, that was kind of cool because everyone delta split so well. We had the arrow coming in, flying through everyone, and obviously, like, we knew, oh, wait a second, we have... Whoa, the storm.
Okay, Aftermush taken on down. The global silence about to tick on out. And Happy Guys, they're going to flip this back the other way. ZYD has no buyback. Neil forced to blow his right now. But Happy Guys have to... They push the issue here, right? Like, they're going to continue this pressure. Now, Neil jumping forward. Serenity must know they have to make a play right here, right now. GGG engaged upon. The stuns are there, chained together. Boogie, he'll find another one for himself as Illidan just trying to get on target. Getting body blocked out. Neil just tucks tail and runs, but to what? He'll go up to the high ground, won't have his dragon's form after it times out here. They don't have a global silence, no Fiend's Grip, no Storm, no Mirana. Happy Guys are about to break this base open.
Yeah, and there is nothing that can stop them. 55 seconds without the Storm. They are in a fantastic time. You see Illidan now in the mid lane. He knows there is absolutely no one who can do anything against him. I mean, he has the Lincolns for God's sake. So, yeah, what are they going to do? And that was very well played by the Happy Guys, honestly. Like, I was not ready for this at all.
Wow. Are they going to chain die all the way down? I mean, is this game, like, actually over right now? Nightmare buys just a bit of time. Sansheng will go down. And Happy Guys, they take the bottom lane. They'll move in. Melee Barracks next on the menu. We still 15 seconds off from Storm respawning. GGG is not going to be around. This whole base is gone. JJ, it's just how great of a bait from Happy Guys, and what a mistake from Team Serenity after throwing that arrow to walk up and just get double stunned by Boogie into the double kill.
Yeah, that was really rough. Oh, nice play there. But yeah, they're just gonna close out the game here. Not really so much they can do. Even a nice Winter's Curse there.
There's nothing they can
do. Alright then. Oh,
Happy
Syndrin.
Guys. Alright. ZYD. Come on, be a legend. He'll find one
He's
for
trying
himself.
so hard.
It's Mega Creep time.
Yeah.
Free kill. GG comes out.
Oh, wow.
And what felt like a game that could go for another 25 minutes is just over. It's just happiness time.
It really is. See, usually when you walk up high ground like this and you do a, you know, what looks like an obvious mistake, a lot of times it comes down to the team doing that needs to take a massive risk with a potentially really low payout because they're so freaking far behind that they have to take these risks. There was no payout in this situation. It was just a high risk play with zero reward. So I'm really not sure what that was all about at all. It feels like Serenity.
It was just a misread.
Yeah, they were just like not on one page at all because everyone else was just like tucked in their base and they suddenly woke up to the high ground. Easiest to sum up Boogie's life.
That I actually was almost like borderline blanking out like when that happened. I was like, wait, did Mirana send illusions up? That doesn't make sense. They're double stunned, they're dead. Wow, that was great for Happy Guys. A rough way to go out for Team Serenity, of course.